Hi guys, welcome to this sunny Tuesday afternoon. I think Bandicoot and I have been very good for weather. So Bandicoot and I are doing our guiding online meeting today. So yesterday, for those who don't know, the 15th of June was Global Wind Day. So that's going to be the theme of our meeting. But if you've been with us for a little while, you know Bandicoot and I have our opening, which is our Make New Friends. So Bandicoot's in the building, but she's in the kitchen. So we will start our meeting with our Make New Friends song. Okay, girls, you ready? 1, 2, 3. Make new friends, but keep the old. One is silver and the other gold. A circle's round, it has no end. That's how long I'm going to be your friend. So welcome girls, and as I said, the theme for today is Global Wind Day. So it's a day where we celebrate wind and what wind can do, especially in the area of energy. But for those that have looked in their Look Wide book recently, you know that we have a Creator Challenge Air badge. So we're going to start to do some challenges around that badge today that you can let your leader know and sign off, and you can make a start on that badge. Now, I know some of you might be starting to go back to your units this week, next week, or some units are waiting just until term 3 so they can get everything sorted. So whatever you've done during guiding online, make sure you let the leaders know and they can sign off your books. So Bandicoot has been very busy making some science experiments in her kitchen lab. So I'll be joining her in a minute. So I'll wander over to the guidehouse kitchen, and we've got a couple of experiments that we're going to do. Fingers crossed. Then we thought that we would make some paper planes. So that's why we asked you to bring some paper along with you today. So Kanga's had a bit of a go. I've got the dart and I've got a basic one, and we'll see if we can make one together, or you can give us some comments on yours. Now, Kanga's most favourite of cartoon at the moment, and I know it might be a little bit babyish for some of you, but I love Bluey. I don't know if you've caught up with Bluey on the ABC, but she is just so much fun with her little sister Bingo and Bingo and her family. So Kanga's got a bit of a game that Bluey likes to play with some balloons, that if we've got a bit of time, we'll have a go at that today. And that's with the balloon we asked you to bring. And then finally, if we've got a bit of time, we thought we might have a bit of a chat with you guys about what challenges you might like to do for your Creator Challenge Air badge as we go on. Oh, Jaya loves Bluey too. Good on you, Jaya. She is just the cutest little thing. So I think for those that haven't seen her, she's on the ABC about 6:20, so just around dinner time. So maybe check with a parent to see if it's okay, but Kanga is in love with Bluey. Okay, so I'm going to make my way to Bandicoot's kitchen lab, and then we're going to check in with Bandicoot and start with our science experiments. I'm on my way, Bandicoot.
Thanks, Kanga. We've got a couple of experiments to do, and they're about air pressure. So air is all around you, and usually you can't feel it, but sometimes you feel it like it when it's inside a balloon and you try and squish it and it doesn't squish. So the first one we're going to do, this is a real test of trust for me and Kanga.
Ooh.
This is a cup of water and a piece of cardboard. And Kanga is going to use the cardboard and the magic of air pressure to stop the water tipping all over my head when she turns the cup upside down.
Okay.
So we'll see if it works. If not, it'll be entertaining for everybody to see Kanga pour a cup of water over my head.
So it goes on top, Bandicoot.
Yeah, and then you flip it over.
Then I flip it over.
All right, now you're going to hold it over my head. Oh, we've got leakage already.
Okay.
I'm a bit nervous. Okay, put it over my head and then take your hand away. Oh, look at that.
We did it!
No,
we did it! Woo-hoo. A little bit of leakage.
I was a bit nervous.
Oh, Kanga was a bit nervous there.
Now, that's because the pressure of the air was keeping that piece of cardboard stuck up. Oh, we've got to put a lot of leakage there, so we might wear the whole thing. The pressure of the air pressing up and the water pressing down is stopping the water coming out. So that's amazing air pressure, and I didn't get wet. Now this one, don't tell Kanga, this is a bit of a trick. So this one you can do to maybe your mum or dad or your brother or sister if you have one. It's a test. Now see this ball of paper, it's just a little scrunched up ball of paper, and this is a bottle. You can use a plastic bottle in case you drop it. Now that piece of paper fits inside that bottle, doesn't it? Everyone can see it fits in there. So there's no reason why, if I put that piece of paper there, that Kanga shouldn't be able to blow that piece of paper. Go on, see you blow it in.
Okay, this has got to be an easy one.
It fits.
Yeah, you've told it.
Oh, maybe you're not blowing hard.
Okay, I'll blow a bit harder.
No, it's still not going in. Really get a good blow.
Oh, blew it the wrong way. Okay, so let me just make sure Bandicoot wasn't pulling my leg. So, oh, look, it does go in. We can all see. Okay, all right, let me try. I'll set it up myself so Bandicoot can't do any tricks for Kanga. Oh, no.
I bet you, I am so confident you can't do this. I bet you $1,000.
$1,000. Okay, here we go. You all heard that, girls.
Might be expensive.
Yeah, I hope Bandicoot brought a credit card.
Oh, nearly went in.
Oh my goodness, I think your money's safe, girls. What are we going to do? Does anyone know if there's a... Oh, look, I don't know. Can you do it, Bandicoot?
Well, let me have a try.
Okay, you see.
Oh, no.
Oh.
You know what? It doesn't matter how many times you do it, that little piece of paper will keep shooting out of the bottle. And the reason is, when you blow, the air is going past the ball, it's going all the way down, it's hitting the end of the bottle, and it's coming back and blowing that piece of paper out. So you can trick someone in your family with that trick. You've just got to make sure that the piece of paper is small enough to fit in the mouth of the bottle, but not block it completely. And you can trick your family by telling them that you'll give them a prize of money or something if they can make it go in. But you have to make sure that the bottle stays level like that, because if you tip it, ball of paper will go in.
Oh, well done, Bandicoot. That was a bit of a tricky one.
That is air pressure in action, the pressure of the air hitting the end of the bottle and coming back. Now, here's another experiment. The reason we call things experiments is because an experiment is when you try something and it might work, but it might not also work the way you think. Now, I tried this experiment at home earlier today, and it did not work, and I had egg sandwich from lunch because the egg got all smushed. But we're going to try it again. So here,
can I hold it up?
You can hold it, yep. We've got a bottle there, you can see. Might have to move a bit further away so we can see. We're a bit flary, but hopefully you can see. Now this is an egg, and you can see that that egg does not fit. Hopefully you can see it's an egg. I shouldn't have had a white background.
How about my hand help?
The egg does not fit in that bottle. So what we're going to do is going to try and do a trick where I light a match. Now, if you were going to do this at home, you would need to ask someone in your family, an adult, to help you with it. I'm putting that match inside the bottle and I'm letting it burn, and then I'm going to quickly put the egg on there. Or maybe it wasn't quite enough heating. Let's have another go. And this is why science doesn't always work the way you think it's going to.
Have you done these types of experiments at school, girls? You can let us know in the chat. Have you seen the egg in the bottle experiment before? I haven't.
I can't even make a match today. So again, this is why we're calling it experiments, because things don't always, it's a bit like guides though. Sometimes when you do a badge or something, or a camp, things don't always go the way that you think they're going to. And you have to, oh, is it going in? Is it going in?
I can see a little bit of movement.
Oh,
I think
nearly.
Nearly.
No, it's just getting wedged in there. So while that's doing that, I've stuck that cup to the table. I'm going to heat that bottle up a bit more by flooding the bench. And I'm going to try a bigger bottle and see if I can get it to work. Because I think with this bottle, there's more air and maybe that will have more success.
Okay. If not, Kanga and Bandicoot are going good.
We're having egg sandwiches for our dinner tonight. So we're heating up the air. And then what happens? Oh, is it going to work? Is it going to work?
Oh, well done.
And we did leave a bit of the egg behind.
Oh, but it went in.
It went in.
Excellent.
So the reason that works is when the air heated up, when air heats up, it expands, it gets bigger. And then when the match went out, the air got colder and it shrunk back down again, but the egg was blocking the top. So when the air shrunk back down inside, it kind of sucked the egg into the bottle. Excellent too.
My goodness.
That was a very good joke, and I managed to spill water everywhere.
Well, that's why we thought we might do it in the kitchen, Bandicoot, rather than on the carpet.
So
3 out of 3 so far, Bandicoot.
Kanga is going to now, with the magic of television, go back to place. Yes. And I will show you this one last one, which I haven't tried before. This is actually about gases more than air. So in this balloon, well, I'll do the experiment first and we'll see what happens. Oh, see, it's blowing up the balloon. Oh, there's things squirting out of it. I think there's a hole in my balloon. So what that was, in the balloon, I had some bicarb soda, and in the bottle, I had some vinegar. And when I tipped the balloon up, the bicarb soda fell into the vinegar and they reacted together. They're chemicals that reacted together and they released a gas, carbon dioxide, and the gas came out and it filled up the balloon, but I didn't see that my balloon had a little hole in it, and that's why some of the stuff just spurted out the side instead of blowing the balloon. So I hope you enjoyed those experiments about air and air pressure and gas. And now Kanga is going to do some more exciting activities with her paper planes.
Well, they were great experiments, Bandicoot, and we got 3 or 4 out of 4. Well done. So that's maybe one of your first challenges that you can write down if you've got your Look Wide book. So what we thought we might do is have a look at wind and paper planes. So we did ask you guys if you could bring along some paper. If you need a minute, happy to give you a minute to go and get some. So I've made a couple of basic ones. This one's called the Dart. I don't know if any of you have made it or have seen it before. This one is just called a basic. I'm not quite sure I did that one 100% right. It looks a little bit wide at the back here, but when Bandicoot's finished in the kitchen, we might have a bit of a plane off to see if this one, and this one is called the Stable. It's got a very flat nose. It's got a very flat nose, so I'm not sure if Kanga's the best paper plane maker. There was a great movie about paper planes not so long ago. I don't know if any of you got to see it, about a young boy from Australia that went along and was able to make, you had to do a competition where you made it and flew it in the same day. So I think my most favourite is the Dart. I do think it looks quite nice and sleek. So has everyone got a little bit of paper? We'll give you a couple of minutes. Tell us if you've got a favourite paper plane that you like to do. Paper Planes, the movie, yep, Finlay, wasn't it a great movie? Yep, you can go and get any type. It can be recycled. It doesn't have to be clean, new paper. Even if you've drawn on the back, that's fine. And then we can have a bit of a go. Bandicoot's busy next to me having a go. But the Dart one was very, very easy. That's okay, Stella. So basically, it's a very, very simple one that we can walk through. So the Dart is a piece of paper folded in half. So we've got a long, oh goodness. Oh, that was a nice floaty one. And then we take it apart, and then we take the two, Kanga will try and do it, then we put the two corners like so, that meet in your middle fold. Okay. And then for the dart, how did we do it? I think we then, oh, and then we take the two edges, so we take the points and then we put them to the middle, as close to the middle as you can. And the same on the other side. So you've kind of got a big looking triangle. How's that going? Well done, Kira. See you next week. You can start making them now. You can either make one that you normally make, or you can try and follow along with Kanga. So then what we do is we fold our paper plane in half. So we've got a nice big, almost like an ice cream cone maybe. What do you think? And then what we do is we take each corner, each side of the plane, and just fold it down onto itself. So you've got a little space to hold it, and it's a little bit sleek, and I've written its name, the dart. So it looks, just have a go. Vinay, you missed the last bit. So you put them together, and then we fold them down so the point meets the end of the paper. Can Kanga need to just hold it up? But you can use any pattern. I know lots of you have so that's called the dart. So should we take a couple of minutes to throw them around? You can tell me how you go. Just have a go. Doesn't matter if yeah. Oh, can I repeat the process in a minute? Okay, let's everyone have a go. How about I start with a new piece of paper? Okay, are we ready? So we've got our piece of paper. We'll give everyone a second. Oh, Bandicoot, that was a good one. That went straight across to the other side of the room. Okay, guys, so we fold our piece of paper in half. So we end up with a long piece of paper. Can everyone do that? I just did mine in yellow, so it's a little bit easier to see. But you can have any colour. Then we unfold it, and using the middle line, we fold the 2 points in. So we've got another triangle at the top. Okay? So fold it down. So into the middle, and we've got a nice triangle at the top. Okay, everyone doing that? If you've already done it, have a go. Yeah, you don't have to use Kanga's design. And this is a little bit tricky, but it's not too tricky if Kanga can do it. You take this point and you bring it into the middle. Okay? Can you see that? So we've gone from that, and then we put that point into the middle, and then we do the same on the other side. Just have a go, girls. That's what guides is about. Yep. Okay, and then we pop them together. So we've sort of fold them together, so we've got our, almost like something you might see in your math book, a graph going up and down and straight across. I'm sure there's a fancy name for that triangle, but it's been a while since Kanga's been at school. I remember isosceles, a right angle triangle.
I think that is a right angle triangle.
Yeah, someone might be able to help Kanga's memory. Maths wasn't, tried my very best in math. Okay, and then what we do is our last bit is we fold the sides down. So we take this side and fold it down to meet. It's a little bit hard because there's so many layers, but it doesn't have to be perfect. And there we go, we pull it out, and there's our dart plane. I'm sure yours looks as fancy. You can maybe after our meeting, you can do a bit of plane designing. You might do like Qantas does and do a flying kangaroo and you can name your plane after me. I think that would be a fantastic idea. Or we could have a bandicoot on the tail. Qantas could be the flying kangaroo and the bandicoot. What do you think? So that's our planes. Has anyone had I haven't been able to see if anyone's had a go at flying them. How did everyone go? Okay, I'm going to try my dart. Let's see how far the dart goes. All right. All right, here we go. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Ooh,
Oh, nearly went through the window.
it did. Goodness, I quite like that dart. That's the first time I've ever made a dart type plane. Woo. Whoa, woohoo! Got to watch Bandicoot and her planes. They're coming thick and fast. So this is the basic one. I'm not quite, I think Kanga didn't quite follow the instructions that well. It kind of looks a little bit too big at the back. I'll see if it flies like, oh no, it doesn't.
I think that one's a boomerang.
Kangaroo, that was my first attempt. And although it did say it was the easiest one, it didn't quite work out well for Kanga. That's okay. Alrighty, so how did we go? Did everyone at least, oh, we forgot the poor stable one that looks like it's, hasn't got much of a nose. How did we go? Everyone got, 14 steps. Well done, Jaya. That's a great way of measuring it, isn't it, in steps? Well done. So the basic one, I think the dart's the winner for me. I think I'll keep with that design. And it was quite easy. Oh, Hayley's went a long way. Excellent. Goodness. Oh, yours kept doing flips, Kira. Woo, goodness. Oh, you want to see the stable one? Yeah, it's a bit of a strange looking one. So you kind of fold its nose in and it ends up being a little bit of a square nose. Shall I give it a go and see if it works? All right, fingers crossed, girls. Let's see how the stable goes. Oh, not too bad. The dart's still the best, but the stable did okay. Yeah, it is a bit strange, Jaya. Yeah, it looks a bit strange.
It did land safely.
It did, but I still think the dart is both the best flyer and does look quite the nicest. What do you hear? It's nice and sleek. So those were my 3, the basic, the stable and the dart, but you can use any of yours and make whatever one you use at home. And then you might be able to make some tweaks to it. Maybe sometimes I see if you put paper clips on the back, that might help. Penelope's got 50 steps, 30 steps for Alice. Yeah, the dart was much better, Jara, agree. So we might keep the dart in the hanger, ready for when we need it. What do you reckon? Cool. Well done, girls. So keep those. You might want to take them along and show your leader what you did, or maybe after the meeting, as I said, you could do some decorating, or if you're able and it's okay with a parent, you can check the internet to see if there's any other designs that you might like to use, but don't forget to check first. Excellent. All right, so as Kanga was saying earlier, Bluey is my latest favourite cartoon on the ABC. And Bluey and her sister, Bingo, played lots of different games. And the one I thought that was a little bit like Air that we were doing today is called Keepy-Uppity. So I'm sure you've played this game at a party or at guides or something. So I've got 2 balloons here. So if you've got your balloon at home, and if it's not yet blown up, I'll give you a minute to blow it up. And you might just need someone to help you tie it if you can't. Oh, hopefully it won't pop. Yeah, well, it's at 6 o'clock to 6:20 tonight, Penelope. And I think it only goes for 6 or 7 minutes, so it's quite a cute little one. Lots and lots of family visit Bluey. She's got lots of cousins, Trixie and Stripey, and they all go off on adventures. So I know those planes are going crazy, Bandicoot.
Yeah.
I'm sure it won't pop. So what we're going to do is Bandicoot and I are going to have a bit of a competition to see who can do this. So I think Bandicoot can have the nice red balloon and I will stick with the nice yellow balloon. It's okay, Penny, if you don't have a balloon, you can just maybe write it down and remember to do it a little bit later. Maybe next time you're at the party, or you might like to take it back to your unit and have a go. Oh, so Hayley watches Bluey with her little sister. I do have a little sister, Hayley, but she's just as old as me, so I can't watch it with her, but I just watch it by myself. So are we ready? Okay, Bandicoot and I are going to see how many times we can keep it up in the air without hitting the ground. Oh, shall we make it even harder by, oh, Bandicoot's walking. I'm going to stay in my chair because it's on wheels. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, Bandicoot, get a bit close. Oh, oh. Oh, I have to start again. I only got to about 22. Okay, I've been counting in my head. Are you guys counting?
If it comes off your nose.
Oh, I think Bluey wouldn't mind that rule. She's pretty.
Have long noses.
Maybe we could write to Bluey and say that Kanga and Bandicoot should be in Bluey, and we could be the guide leaders. What do you think? And Bluey, because she's a girl, she could come to guides, couldn't she? How cool would that be? And she could come to Kanga and Bandicoot's unit. I reckon we should write to them. How's everyone going? Mine's about 22, but I'm sure you guys are much better at this than me. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. Have you all got different coloured balloons? Or have you got just plain colours like Bandicoot and I, red and yellow? Or have you got something left over from a party? Because that's the best way to use up balloons. Oh, I think I got to about 40, but I keep talking and forgetting to count.
Well, I'm glad that you brought a balloon for me because my purple balloon had a hole in it.
Oh yes, and you used that for your science experiment, didn't you?
It would have been a bit vinegary.
Be like eating fish and chips. Okay, girls, have we had enough of Bluey's uppity game? How are we going? Does anyone want to tell us how they did? Oh, someone's got a green balloon. Oh, Jay has got a Bluey balloon. Oh no. Bandicoot's on the science experiments again.
Is it making, look at that.
Will it work in Kangas? Oh, my head, a little bit. My head, Cool, how did we go, girls? 27. Oh, that's excellent, Sophia, well done. Someone's got a nice green balloon, and a purple balloon. Oh, that was a bit of fun. Did you get up? Did you get moving? Did you get that blood flowing? Excellent. Okay, so we've done our science experiments. We've made our paper planes. We've tried to be Bluey and keep our balloon up in the air. Ooh, maybe we need to pop those away or else Bandicoot and I will just keep playing all day. So we've done 3 of our small challenges. So maybe we'll just take 5 minutes and maybe you guys can let us know what you think you might like to do for a challenge. So it's create a challenge air. So it's your diamond badge. Some of you may have already earned it. Oh, there we go. So that's there up on the screen for us. So it's in our Look Wide book. Thank you to Sasha, who's our behind the scenes today, helping us out. So I thought that maybe, what's your ideas, girls? Anything that you think we could do? So some of the ideas I thought is we could look at air pollution. Maybe you'd like to do a bit of a poster around air pollution. What do you think air pollution might be? Where do we get that from? Make a windmill. Well done. What about flying a kite? Do you think that you could? Oh, Kira got 3 minutes of Bluey. Well done. Windmills, yep. What about, I know we can't travel much at the moment because of the virus, but how about we did a bit of a pretend holiday? If you're allowed to go on a plane, where would you like to fly to? Would you like to go and visit one of the world centres? Or would you like to go and visit Disneyland? I'd kind of like to do both. Sophie wants to go to Paris, Mexico. Oh, Hayley can go and have a look. Does anyone remember what the World Centre in Mexico is? Anyone before Bali, Japan? London? Kira, there's also a World Centre in London, Kira. Does anyone know what that is? Alcabana, well done, Hayley, excellent. Kira, let's see how good your leader is. Can you remember what the World Centre in Pax Lodge is? I'm doing that for your junior BP. Excellent, Hayley. So you're going to do a pretend holiday overseas. So you can pick the destination, you can pick how you get there by aeroplane, maybe what you need to take. Is it summer over there? Is it winter? What else might you need to take on your pretend holiday? Do you want to say hi to, is there guiding in the country that you're going to? Are you going to pop into a world centre? So Kira's going to might visit Pax Lodge when she's in England. We can visit Alcabana when we're in Mexico. In Germany, it's summer, so we wouldn't need to pack any winter clothes, would we, Ella? Cool. What about, does some of you play an instrument at school that you use wind? So a wind instrument? When Kanga was at school, I got to play the flute. Maybe some of you play the recorder. Could you challenge yourself to learn a new song? Kira plays the recorder. Could that be a challenge? To learn a new song on the recorder?
I can play the recorder, but when I play it, my dog howls. So I'm thinking maybe I'm not as good as a player.
Oh, goodness. Ukulele? Yeah, that's not quite wind, is it? But it's certainly a challenge to learn how to play the ukulele. Okay, well, it looks like the last one that I had on my list that you might like to think about was maybe some clouds. And I know that we learnt, if you were with us last week, we got to do some meditation. I know some of you couldn't quite hear Kanga, but maybe that's one of the other challenges that you might like to do, is to go online, if it's okay with everyone, and just see if you can do some meditation, some deep breathing. Remember, we learnt to think about our breathing and then to think about different parts of our body as we were thinking. So that's just some of the ideas. You guys have come up with some nice ones. It all looks like you're very wanting to go on a big holiday. So that might be a great way to start off your Creator Challenge Air Badge. Yeah, excellent. Alrighty, so let us know how you get on. Well, Stella, being in a choir, you have to learn how to breathe, and don't you, and sing. So that could be a challenge. It's a great idea about being, I don't know if some of you are in the school choirs at school. I know most schools have them, and you get to do some singing at some special occasions or some special, don't think you can have assemblies at the moment, can you? So once we're all back doing things that we can do. Kira's also in her junior choir, well done. So that's using your breath and learning how to breathe while you sing. Cool. Oh, you do a PA assembly. Well, that's an interesting way of doing it. I really love the way that we've learned to do things differently during this time. A PA assembly is what a great idea. Your school's very clever. Excellent. We've changed the way we've done guiding a little bit over the time, but we're slowly being able to come back and see everyone face to face. Okay, so I thought we might just finish with a bit of a little game. We did this at one of our meetings before, a Boggle Game. So remember where Kanga would show a Boggle page, we'd give you 10 seconds to find a word, and you can't write in the chat box until I give you the go ahead, and then we can work out the words that you've found. Okay, so we're going to have a game of Boggle. So nothing in the chat until I say, so everyone gets a little bit of a time. Okay, are we ready for the first set of letters? Okay, can we all see those? So nothing in the chat until Kanga lets you. So have a think about what words you can find. Okay, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What words can you find, girls? Let's have a look. Mo, well done, Ella. Pet, that's a great one, yep. Now, rough. Yeah, oh, that's a nice one. Fur, great words, girls. Cow. I think we found pet when Bandicoot did the environmental stuff for us, didn't we? If you can remember, if you're online there. Oh, Kira's found a whole lot. Meow, pet, fur, cat. Oh, goodness. All right. Let's try the next one, shall we? Oh, this is Kanga's favourite colour, red one. Okay, same rules. We'll give you all time to have a look at the words. And then when Kanga says so, we'll get the letters. And then we'll get you to write the letters, sorry, the words in the chat. Oh, Kanga's words are getting all muddled up. Okay. Have a look. Oh, I can see one in the corner there. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, what words can we find in this one? What? What? Bandicoot, what?
I didn't mention it.
What? Best. That's a great one. That's the one I found. Up there in the corner. B-E-S-T. Peter. Oh. Crow. Pink. Cool. Bell. Rat. Bag. Bandicoot found gift. In. Oh, this one might have been a little bit harder than the first one, was it? Last. Oh, that's a good word, Hayley. That. For. Oh, goodness. That's straight across the middle there, isn't it? That's kind of right there for you. That was an excellent one. Thank. Excellent. Good one, girls. Great words. Wife. Hello. Ink. Bin. Well done, girls. All righty. We've got probably time for one or two more before. I just can't get over how quickly these meetings go, Bandicoot.
They just disappear.
They do. All righty. So our purple Boggle letters. Oh, this one's got a Q, but no U. So that's a bit difficult Boggle for us. Yeah. So that Q is going to have to be lonely in the corner, I think. Okay. 3, 2, 1. What words did we find with the lonely Q? B. Cool. Boy. Gifting. Wow, that's probably the biggest one we've had today.
There isn't actually a G though. Maybe that was from the last one.
Oh. Do you guys play these types of games at school? Boo at the bee. Boy, cat and hat. Excellent, girls. This one was a little bit, the letters weren't as kind. Yeah, the letters wasn't as kind as the ones with.
Pony, I said pony.
Pony. I was wondering if I could see left, but then I figured out there was no F. So left is not there. Okay, we've probably got time for just one more, girls, given that this meeting is just zoomed past yet again. Have I got one more? I don't know that we've done the pink one. Maybe we'll do our pink one. Okay, girls, this has got a lot of, there's the U that we needed. W's and K's. Okay, girls, we have to do this one a little bit quicker. So thinking caps on in 3, 2, 1. Okay, girls, what words can we find here? It's a bit of a hard selection, this one. Bucket. Well done, Hayley.
Oh, that was good.
That was a big one. Oh no, everyone seems to be finding this one's okay.
There's water as well to go in the bucket.
Wow. Dog. Well, at least we started with cat, now we're finishing with dog. That's handy. We don't want to germs. Well, we've heard a lot about germs lately, haven't we, Amelia? So that's a good reminder. Scene. Oh, well done, Ella. Batman. Batman. No. Batman.
You're very fast.
Goodness, girls, you're zooming through these.
Kanga, we might get cut off if we don't.
Oh.
My computer says 4:45.
Alrighty, girls. Well, that finishes our Tuesday afternoon online meeting. So we hope that you got some ideas and some challenges that you can start your Create a Challenge air badge for. If you need any of your challenges checked or signed off, just let the leaders know that Bandicoot and I are happy to do that. So we will finish our meeting in our normal way, where we just say our promise. So if you're all ready, girls, 1, 2, oh, Bandicoot's going to join me. Ready, 1, 2, 3. I promise that I will do my best to be true to myself, develop my beliefs, to serve my community and Australia, and to live by the guide law. I hope you all get to return to face-to-face guiding soon, and your leaders will be in contact. I've really enjoyed my time doing these guiding online, and I really would like to see you as soon as we can. And for those girls that are in my unit, I'll see you all next week. And for those girls that are from other units, love to hear what you're doing, how you've gone back to guides, and what you've been doing. It'll be great. Thanks to Bandicoot and thanks to Sasha, who's helped behind the scenes, and we'll see you all girls soon. Stay safe.